Well, today got us a Z525 Zero-Turn John Deere, and it won't go driving. Let's fix it. Set that parking brake. Welcome back to Rayleigh's Small Engines. I'm T-Bone. This is your Get to the Point channel. All right, let's go in here and take a look and see what we can see. Look, there's the problem right there. Y'all look right up in there. The pulley's belt's all wedged up in there. And judging by the look of this deck belt, we're going to go ahead and put a new deck belt on here also. It's looking a little rough too. Now, one of the first things we're going to do is get this deck belt off. And what we want to do is the old grip it and rip it. Grip it. And just walk that bad boy off just like that. All right. Now, in order to get this other belt off, what we need to look for is going to be this wire coming off the PTO clutch. Some of them will unplug at the clutch and some of them unplug up top. Let me go show you. And right up here is that wire. And sometimes these things are a booger man to get loose. So I'm gonna run in here with a screwdriver. And there's a little lock right there. Just kind of bend it up a little bit. Try not to break it. My hands will probably be in your way. Now it's unplugged. Look at the dirt. And just slide it down through the hole. And pull it right out. And that way, this hydro belt will come around it. Now, I just took the old welding rod and knocked the flux off of it, bent it up, and that's my fancy spring puller. So let's see if we can get this spring off of here. Just like that. Okay, so since this is all wedged up in here, I might get this loose, but what I'm gonna do is go ahead and cut it. And y'all don't worry, because I'm gonna draw you guys a map to show you an easy way to remember how this belt goes. Well, if I can get the doggone belt cut. There we go. Now that should make it slide out a little easier. That's no gooder. Now let's see if we can slide this belt around out of here. And just pull the doggone thing out. I think that one's it's shot. So here's your basic diagram. Kind of almost looks like Mickey Mouse, or that might be a flux capacitor. Anyway, what we want to do, all right, so the easy way, I'm going to take this belt and I'm going to pinch and go in between those idlers, and then we'll work it up over that PTO clutch, and then we'll work the rest of this out. All right, let's see if we can get this belt on. Like I said, I'm going to basically pinch this right here between these two, just like that. And now we're going to come up and go over our PTO clutch. Keep in mind this wire, put it through there also. Make sure that your electrical wire is not pinched. Now there is a keeper right there. Keep that in mind also. We got to go behind that and make sure it's on your engine pulley. Now, even more fun, you got to get this belt worked up over this fan and around this pulley that's below the fan. And then you knock the spring off and whatever. So we'll just work this on. Now, I know you're probably going to be laying on the ground just like I am. Just take your time with it. And don't go getting aggravated. There we go. See? Just like that. Now let's try the other side. All right, let's see if we can get this other side on. Isn't this just loads of fun? we're just gonna walk this one on the same way. Sometimes it helps to spin your pulley. So we'll just keep working this thing till we get it. See, I'll spin that pulley. Look at there. Got him. All right, so now we want to check and make sure that our belt is on all these pulleys and not twisted. On the everything there. Just like so. Now let's see if I can get this spring back on. Y'all having fun yet? I'm gonna hook this back in here. Get this close. All right, little spring puller. Now, here's the fun part, y'all. I'm gonna pull this bad boy. It's moving on me. Just like that. Ha 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 ha. Boing. All right, now let's get our wire back up through there and plug it up with my arm in your way. Just like that. Be sure it's locked in. Normally, I just go ahead and let this deck down and pop that belt on, but I want you guys to be able to see. So, let's hope I don't run over too far. Now you guys can be able to see. So did I remember where this customer had it set. I'm gonna put a little red mark right there. Pull this out of the way. That way I can get this deck all the way down. Well, this sure ain't factory. That's factory. But yeah, this had to have been done under a shade tree because all them springs ain't supposed to be there. Now you could use my little handy dandy spring puller, but since we already got the belt loose, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this loose and get these springs that ain't supposed to be there gone. So another common failure with these is this arm won't move. And the reason is, and that they'll have the belt will be coming off. The reason is there's a grease fitting right here and it'll keep this thing from moving like it's supposed to. All right, let's get our belt off. And we need to get all this mess here cleaned out also. All right, now I'm just gonna get that off. All right, we gotta get this pulley loose so that we can get this bracket off. And you're gonna need a wrench. Stop it. All right, so this bracket right here has got a dimple. I'm gonna show you in just a second to where it goes in a particular position here. So we gotta pay attention to that when you go to put it back together. And 15 millimeter, and then get you a wrench for the nut up underneath the pulley. You're not gonna be able to see that, but I'm trying to find it. All right, and that bad boy is usually tight. So, and you normally don't have to take this all the way off. Just get it loose as a goose. Oh, actually, you know what? I just told you a story. You do have to take it all the way off because this bracket U's up under here and you got to take the whole thing off. So, let's see if I can get it out. I'm scrooging the nut and the bolt stuck. Come on. This thing does not want to come out. Why? It's supposed to slide right out. Oh my God. So it seems to me, I'm gonna get the pliers here because it's stuck in this doggone spacer for some reason. and not wanting to cooperate. See how much fun? All right. So that y'all know what just happened, this bolt was hanging up in there. This actually goes in your pulley, just like that, and the bolt was sticking in this. Now, the reason you got to pull it out, obviously, is because of this hook. Now, on this belt retainer, what you want to pay attention to is that nipple right there has to go in a hole on that flat bar over there. You'll notice there's a little kick up right there. So I need to go over and straighten this down flat because I think it also kicked where it wasn't supposed to be. All right, so I'm gonna stick this bad boy up in the vise and I'm gonna put my straightener on it. That's much more gooder. All right, so now that we got our little bracket straight, let's get our old belt out. Get our new belt. And I'm gonna put the John Deere and the rotary part numbers right down in that description for you. You might be looking at it on the screen right now. I'm gonna try to remember. Oh my goodness. Be sure it's not twisted. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is feed this belt back under here. Then our goal, when we go to put this together, is we're gonna slide this on here, and then I'm gonna slip this in over that bracket under there, then put our bolt in. Okay? That's the goal. Let's see what's gonna happen, Captain. I don't care about routing it anywhere else except for on that one pulley at the moment. And see what else I can get out of my way here. Okay? So we're gonna be on the back side there. And again, I don't know if you guys can see, there's a little, where this hole is, there's a little tiny hole. And that's where this little tab here is going to end up, just like that. Okay? So, let's see what we can do about this. And this gets a little fun. Kind of hold that in place. Get this around. Try to, and don't worry about where that thing flops, just keep it on that belt. I can't see anything I'm doing here. Can y'all see? There we go. All right, we're up there close. Now, let's see, can I get the nut back on it? Maybe. I'm looking at Mrs. T holding the camera. I can't even see nothing. And I'm gonna get a cramp. Mrs. T's laughing at me. T-Bone getting a cramp. Oh my God. I'm coming, y'all. Just hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming. You see that thing kind of locks in right there? That's what you want. Now, let's see if I can find the nut. And you see that little keeper there moved. Just go ahead and keep tightening it up till you get it snug, and then we'll move it into correct position. All right, see, it started to snug up. Now, let's see, there, see right there, it's kind of locked in. Now that that's locked in, let's get the wrencher back on it. Maybe. Is that it? There we go. Now we're in the right place. And get that bad boy tight. All right, now I'm gonna flop this belt on across over here. All right, now come over here, baby. And just remember, you lift your spring up right here. And this cover. Ooh, we got to clean all that out first. Look at there. Look at all that water still stuck up under there. No way for the water to drain or anything. Unbelievable. So, since this is spring loaded, why not clean it out sometimes, you know? All right, so I'm laying on the ground in the back. Work this pulley up around this clutch. All right, that seems to be on the clutch. All right, and now just go ahead and let's pull this around. Be sure we're on all of our pulleys right. And that is not correct. All right, so I think I got this on there wrong. It happens. That's all right, let's get it back off of here. Under here. Now we look like we're getting somewhere. I'm going back on this pulley. Okay, so now when this pulls over, this will go around. Okay, we're getting there, y'all. All right, now let's pull this over here like this. Now, double check that everything's on all your pulleys, and I see it come off the PTO clutch back there. Imagine that. All right, let's fix that. Where'd it go? Here we go, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Now this bad boy, we're gonna pull this back over. Nah, it's on there. All right, now that we got that in there, take a close look. Golly, that smells like sewage. I'm about to wash my hands with some gasoline. See how this goes now, guys. Take a close look all the way back to the PTA. 10-4. Now get your grease gun and go ahead and grease this thing. So we got a little bit come out right there. So that's plenty. While you're at it, go on and grease everything else, your wheels and whatnot. All right. We are back up top now, and people ask me all the time how to release the hydros, and there's a ton of different ways. This particular machine, you got a picture right here, and it shows you to the outside is drive, to the inside is push. And that is with this little knob right down here. You see us pushed that way. Yes, there's a ton of dirt in here, and yeah, off camera, I service this thing, change the oil and everything. But this knob here, you just want to push it. Let's see if I can do this where you can see. Just like that. Now it's back over in the leaf position. You see us over here. Now that's for your drive. And that's to push. Well, let's find out if it actually drives. It runs. Oh yeah. Folks, we appreciate you tuning in to Rayleigh's Small Engines, your Get to the Point channel. I'm T-Bone. Please click that subscribe button. Share these videos with your friends. We'll see you next time.
T-Bone sweating in the noonday heat. Hydro belt snapped, got him feeling beat. Hands greasy trying to fix this curse.